sure you get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org. Order your law packages, constitutional rights card, qualified immunity cards, your flashcards, police stop flashcards. We just got them back in. Y'all know how this go. You want to sit with your kids. This is getting serious, y'all. You better sit with these kids. Learn these damn laws. All of this right here. This is just the first deck. This is 40 questions. 40 questions and answers. You can sit with your kids. I'm telling you, these are the ones we need to get on the most. I know y'all need the law too, but your kids need it more than you. Right? Y'all closer to death than them. No, I'm just playing. But your kids need this more than anybody. So, man, get this for your kids. Again, this is the qualified immunity notice that goes in the card with these right here. Bow. Then you already know, you get this is the Know Your Rights manual. This has all the basic laws that you need to know dealing with POPO. And if you want to go further, then you can sign up to the Know Your Rights Foundation and we teach you further law. But then when they violate your rights, and I'm going to get into this today about these bonds. There's some real stuff that just came out about these bonds. So, man, stay tuned. Y'all better watch to the end. I'm not dealing with that till later on. But, man, there's some real information that came out about how powerful these bonds are. So make sure y'all stay tuned. But this is how you this is how you get back at police immediately. You don't have to file a lawsuit on police officers where they have to sit around and for 2 years and they get paid. You can get them off their job that day, or any public official, including governors. We're about to get into that. Including governors. Governors have bonds too. So if governors are fucking up, that's the implication for these mandates. You can file a lien on the governor's bond. Just so y'all know. So that's these right here. And then, we got this is the vaccine religious exemption card, because these mandates are unlawful, and as we're about to get into later on. But this is what you take with you to your job, so that they'll know that they're personally liable if they try to make you get a vaccination. And also, you should let them know too, if they make you get a vaccination that's going to be in your blood for 24 hours when you only work 8 hours, then they need to pay you for the other hours that the vaccine is in your body. That's just how it goes. So that's it right here. It comes with a nice little lanyard. It's a detachable, so you can take this with you. And then it also comes with, this is the main sheet that tells you, the study sheet. All of you should be studying this before you take that vaccine card out to the public. So that comes with this. You only can get this right now from the Know Your Rights Foundation. I'm not buying you. This package doesn't come with this package here. So if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, you guys know you get the Police Stop Law package for free, as well as the alkaline cookbook. And I was giving away this for last month, but for this month, you got to go to Know Your Rights Foundation and get this. All right, we need support for the Know Your Rights Foundation. So knowyourrightsfoundation.org for the last week of the Melanated History Month. They call it Black History, but Melanated History Month. I may do that sale again and put it in the Melanated book, package. But for right now, you only get you get everything else except the religious exemption card. But all right, go to Real Nuggets for that, and Know Your Rights Foundation for the religious exemption card. But for the people who ordered already, your packages are in the mail. I don't got nobody packages I'm holding right now, unless you ordered like today. If you ordered today, your package not in the mail yet. But if you ordered any time before today, your package in the mail. So don't hit me up talking about where your package at. It's in the mail. You understand? Alright? Y'all packages are on the way. Everybody's is out. So appreciate y'all for waiting, for your patience till I got some flashcards back in. But man, a lot of people are jumping on this law, so that's actually a good thing that everybody's really trying to get on the law and learn this information. And funny thing, man, y'all better get on this. They're finding out it's easier than they thought. It's not that hard, man. It's a set of rules that you just have to sit down and learn. But it's easier to learn when you're in a class full of people who are learning it with you, and you're able to bounce information off each other, and you're laughing and you're joking, you're clowning. All of that stuff helps the environment for you to learn, and and speed up the process. So if you guys want to learn the law and you don't want to do it by yourself, get on over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org, fill out and sign up as a volunteer, and we'll get with us, and then we'll put you in these classes so that you can learn the law and be the representative of Know Your Rights Foundation in your community. All right, so that's what we need to do. We're going. That's what we're doing. All right, so everybody's jumping on this. Don't get left behind and be talking about, man. Well, hey, man, what this law right here, man? I heard about it 2 years ago, but man, I thought that was some bullshit. I thought that law stuff was bullshit. Well, hey, nigga, now your ass out here with 18 vaccines in your body, huh? You better get on this shit. Learn your damn rights. We're gonna see you later on too why you want to learn your rights. But real quick, I want to also, for the people who ask me, who are saying that I don't give informational references, which I do. I put links in the description box all the time. I'm always giving you books. I'm always giving you names of books and all kind of shit. I'm giving you people so much information, it's not possible for me to give you all the references where I get this stuff from. But I just want to say this for anybody who is looking. You guys have to understand, information is for the seeker, not the teacher. You understand? I'm not here for your opinion or for you to believe me or not. My whole thing is go look it up for yourself. You should not believe me. You understand? Don't believe a goddamn thing I say. Everything I tell you, you should go look up. And anybody giving you information that don't tell you that, don't fuck with them. Anybody wants you to believe in everything they say, that's on some bullshit. I don't want you to believe nothing I say. Not a goddamn thing. Because I don't care. I'm only here to pass this information on to you niggas. I ain't here to worry about what you feel about it. Sorry, that's just the way it is. I've been here many times, and right at this point in time, I'm just here to give you information that you can use. I don't give a shit about what you feel about it. So again, information is for the seeker, not the teacher. If you really want to be conscious and elevate your knowledge, then you need to go seek the information. That's when you make it your own. You actually make it your own when you use the information, not go seek it for yourself. Oh, what up? That's Jace. What up, brother? But yeah, you make it yourself when you make it yours when you actually use the information, but you have to go seek it first. That's the agreement you have to have with the universe. You got to do the work. If you want the information just ain't supposed to come to you at your door like Amazon. You niggas is the Amazon age. You niggas think motherfucker now it's supposed to be dropped off at your door in one day. Hey nigga, where my knowledge at? Huh? What? You say right here. I got the 1 day delivery. Nigga, fuck that. Y'all niggas ain't getting knowledge like that. You gotta go look for knowledge. I give you as much, I point the way as much as I can, but I'm not supposed to drag your hand and hold your hand through consciousness. Do you understand that? You are all gods. No one is supposed to lead you ultimately. Now some people are fall in that range where you need leaders at this point, but you really don't. You're a god. You think you need a leader, but you don't. You just need to find the inner god within yourself and lead yourself. So for all those people who say I don't leave references, that's bullshit. I show you books all the goddamn time. I leave references, I leave links in the description box all the time. All y'all gotta do is go click on the description box, which y'all never do. I get comments all the time. Hey man, what's the link for this? And the link is in the description box. The link is in the description box. So come on y'all, do your damn research. And then not only that, a lot of the information I tell you, I have the video classroom. The Real Nuggets video classroom, all this information that's in that, all these videos that I've already cataloged. You can just go dive into the playlist, y'all. All that information is right there. So stop bugging me talking about where the hell I got it from. You know what I'm saying? Go look it up. I give you as much as I can, but that's it. Alright, man. So here we go. Whew. Hold on, y'all. I gotta look up. There's some shit that the Supreme Court has just hold on. The Supreme Court ruled on this I think in 2013. I'm trying to find this for you so I can tell you what the here it is. I can tell you what the name of this case is. Alright? So, this is very important. So, here we go. This is crazy. Alright, y'all. So, did y'all know Did y'all know? And we I've broken off before about how the government holds patents on a lot of the hokey X juice that they're putting out, right? So we're about to get into that in a minute too. But this, I don't know if you guys had known, the Supreme Court has basically said that craccination companies or cracksine companies, hokey companies, can patent modified DNA. Did y'all know that? But most of y'all did not. This is serious. In 2013, the Supreme Court, not the lower courts, that means this motherfucker's law until Congress changed this shit. The Supreme Court, and I'm going to give you the case right now. The case is called the Association for Molecular Pathology versus Myriad Genetics, Inc. I'll give that to you again. The Association for Molecular Pathology versus Myriad Genetics, Incorporated. Now, this is a 2013 case. This was about patenting DNA that was altered by mRNA. And they said, and this is funny how this shit works out. You wonder why Judge Scalia died mysteriously. Did y'all remember Judge Scalia, Justice Scalia, on the Supreme Court? The bitch ass Republican who never would let shit pass through that was gonna help niggas. Y'all remember that nigga? And then, do y'all remember how he died? That nigga was on a hunting trip with the homies and just died in the cabin, supposedly in his sleep, allegedly. Shout out to Urban X. And I'm gonna hit you up, Black Dot Malcolm, for sure. Allegedly, he just died in his sleep on a hunting trip. Now, I want y'all to understand, man. I want y'all to understand, when they get ready to do some shit, they play chess. You understand? These are these are major chess players. And when you're dealing with chess, philosophy of chess, you have to work the board. You have to understand the board first. And so you have to work out your moves before this other motherfucker. You have to think 4, 5, 6, 7 moves ahead. 10 moves sometimes, right? And you're always trying to capture positions on the board. Or take major players off the board first. That's going to be a hindrance, to your winning the match, the chess match. So, Scalia was the one who gave the opinion in this case. He's the main one in this case. And they said that DNA that's altered by mRNA is patentable. You can patent that shit. You understand? It's called complementary DNA, or cDNA is the new term for it. And you can patent that shit. Now, that is crazy implication for you niggas who took the hokey. Because if you become 51, if they can prove that you're 51% of something that they've patented, then you become property of the company that owns the patent. That's law. Because the law is you can't patent anything that's alive, but not that you can't patent anything that's altered, genetically created, genetically modified. This is in this shit. You better go read this motherfucking case. You understand? That shit is right in that bitch. Let me see if I can find the page that actually says that shit. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold up. Because that shit is crazy. Okay, here it is. I think this is it. I'm just giving you an excerpt. The result, the result in the inverse of the mRNA's inverse image of the original DNA, with one important distinction. Because the natural creation of mRNA involves splicing that removes introns, the synthetic DNA created from mRNA also contains only the exon sequences. This synthetic DNA created in the laboratory from mRNA is known as complementary DNA, cDNA. It's not actual DNA. And so when you got to read the whole case, they go down to when the conclusion of the case is you can patent cDNA, not regular DNA, but you can patent complementary DNA. Just down. You understand that? You can patent complementary DNA, which is just basically DNA that's been altered by mRNA. Now, what did they say this shit was called? Gene what? Therapy. What is gene therapy? It is changing your genes. How do they do that? Through the DNA. There it is, right there in your motherfucking face. Do you think they trying to hide this shit? Not at all. Because when the shit goes down, they gonna be like, well, we told you. It was right there. We called it gene therapy the whole motherfucking time. And you still took it. Who fault is that? That ain't my fault, nigga. That's your fault. I called it gene therapy. And you still took the shit? You dumb motherfucker. So that's what this is the underlying thing that they don't tell you about. 2013 that shit happened, right? So now they can patent niggas. And what does that mean? That's a new form of slavery. This is why they want to track. This is why they're trying to track motherfuckers and put you in the system and all this. You're going to be the property of them niggas. They got to keep inventory. And billions of you niggas took this shit? Billions? Holy shit. Whoa. They have literally changed the species of America. For the people who took it. For the people who, hey, allegedly. Say, allegedly you'll be a new species. We'll see. If you niggas start growing a foot out of your ear and shit. Or what, we'll see what happens. But that is the game. And then, did y'all know that they can crackinate, or they can hokey you up. They can hokey you up through when you were taking the test and you was getting that swabby swab. Do you know they have something called theragrippers? Go look this up. There is something in science called theragrippers. Theragrippers are tiny little they're not microscopic, but they're the size of a dust particle. And they're little machines. They look like stars. They're tiny little metal stars. Excuse me. And they have a hollow center that they can put, drugs or, hokey juice in it. Hokey X juice in it. And then they inject thousands of these into your body. Right? And so what this allows this to do is to time release whatever that is that is holding, either the drug or the hokey juice. It helps it time release better in your body. This is what they say they invented it for, right? Because usually when you take something, you try to take a time release drug, once you swallow it, it gets excreted through the digestive system before it's able to release all of its, all of it, what it is, right, into the body. So they created these theragrippers, which are tiny little star things that when they get in your body, they're activated by the heat of the body. So they look like stars. They're spread out, right? 5 points. When they get into your body and activated by heat, they clamp on. They clamp like this. So the hollow point where they hold the stuff is right here in the middle, right? And it's like this. So they float inside your body like fucking starfish or some shit. And when they get inside your body, they clamp on this motherfucker and start releasing whatever that shit is into the body. Go look at that shit. They got a picture of the motherfuckers on a swab. It's like a gang of them on a swab, on a fucking on a Q-tip. That shit is crazy. And you wouldn't even notice that shit was on there unless the camera was like super up on that shit. Thera grippers. Thera grippers. Go look that shit up right now. So they have that shit. And so this is, so basically they most likely have been microdosing niggas with that shit ever since they've been testing you. Ever since they've been testing your ass. They've had this shit since what? Early 2020. Early 2020. That's when they came out with the technology. Johns Hopkins did a story on it. So this is real shit. Johns Hopkins University is the #1 goddamn medical school in the country. Just so y'all know. So those motherfuckers did this shit. they broke down this whole goddamn shit on you. You can go look up the story. Johns Hopkins Thera grippers. Now, that's the shit that's, you know, the underlying plan that you have no idea about. Now remember, they can patent any part of you when those they start to produce that extra, you know, those altered DNA, that cDNA. If you get enough of that in your body, where it's more of that in your body than the actual DNA, then you become their property. Why do you think these niggas are talking about, you need one, you need two, you need Boost Mobile? Yo, who is this dude in here? Kick this dude out right here. What the? Yo, who is this dude right here, man? Y'all, my chat people, get on your my mods, get on that dude right there who's trolling up in here. For real. Come on, y'all. I need my mods to handle business up in here. Kick that nigga out. But so that's the Thera grippers. So then the other thing that they haven't let y'all know on this, you know, in the news is that 400,000. This is how they found out about this patent. The lawyers for these people, so 400,000 soldiers, U.S. soldiers, have not been hokied up. Do y'all know that? 400,000. That's damn near half the military. That's fucking crazy. 400,000? Roger Raglan, appreciate you, brother. 400,000 soldiers. So they're suing because it's against the military's policy to force them to do this, to force them to take the hokey. It's in their policy that they shouldn't have to do this. But they're forcing them to do it anyway. Most of the people in the military have been forced to do it. They didn't want to do it. None of them wanted to do this shit. They was forced to do it. So then they got lawyers and they're suing. Right? So these lawyers on the back end, they found this out in the first part of the lawsuit. Okay? Because when they instituted the lawsuit and they didn't put something paperwork wise, so they got shot down the first time in court. So they had to resubmit the lawsuit. But when they did that, that's when they went and found this Supreme Court case that allowed them to patent your ass. So this case was done with mice. They had kind of turned into human type mice. But that extrapolates, just so you know, that goes all the way for just the DNA. That doesn't have to just deal with mice. That deals with the DNA specific itself. The altered DNA, the cDNA, complementary DNA. So that's what makes these niggas able to own that shit. So think about this shit, what the implications for just the public, and not only the public, the military. They would completely own the military. If they forced the military to do all this shit, and you know, and all of these niggas is hooked up and they got all that shit in them, they own the military at this point. What I mean by that, the cracks-a-nation companies. And America, the American government, who has part of the patents on this shit, as we're about to see in a second. So 400,000 soldiers is like, yo, nigga, we need some help. Like, nigga, what's happening? These niggas is forcing this shit on us, man. We got nothing. No money. So this lets you know how this shit is failing though. This is all bullshit. Nobody's buying this shit. Are you seeing the protests around the world, in Europe and Britain? There's hundreds of thousands of people marching in the street talking about we don't need no cracks-a-nation. That's the song they playing. We don't need no cracks-a-nation. They fucking, man, this is some real shit, man. This is the turning point in the world right now. This point is the most volatile point in history, because they're trying to change the species. And if you let these niggas do it, we gonna be fucked for the rest for that shit. It's gonna be fucked if you let these niggas do this shit. And they're smudging the numbers to make it seem like everybody's complying. Oh, 90-something% of people have been vaccinated. Get the fuck out of here. If that was true, you wouldn't be mashing so goddamn hard on this shit. If 90-something% of the people have been vaccinated, get the fuck out of here. Y'all full of shit. That's not true. They have to make you think that to make you think you the last one. Hey, niggas, you the last one, my nigga. We got 9 niggas over here. You the 10th. Come on over, baby. Come on over, hey, nigga. We got one, we got brew, we got some barbecue chicken, we got bitches. Come on over here, my nigga. So that's what's going on. They trying to bring, and it's not, you not the last. They barely have anybody vaccinated. This is because the alternative information is getting out there. So many people are fighting back against this shit. It's insane. It's not going the way they thought it was going to go. And then that's why you see a lot of the restrictions starting to be pulled back everywhere, because they're starting to see that the public ain't with this shit. They did a poll, and only like 20-some percent of the people gave a shit about the whole mandate, everything. All the shit. Everybody was like, nigga, we over the Pandeezy shit. They was like, nigga, we over this shit. Fuck this bullshit. Get us back in schools. Take these masks off. Fuck this. So that's when they starting to see everybody, we're gonna pull back. California, they're doing that shit on the 15th in 4 days. The statewide mask thing is getting taken off, because these Democratic governors, see, they about to get mashed. They about to get mashed on when this midterm election comes. So, man, it is a major. I like to say conspiracy, but shit. That's what's going on, and we're gonna see in a minute how the government is involved. And your boy Fauci, that nigga, your boy Fauci is the devil. Or he's the devil's minion. Whoever pumping that nigga to Fauci, them niggas, whoo, shit. So, because right now, if you heard, he wants you to get a 4th boost mobile. Fauci just came out and said you're gonna need a 4th boost mobile. They keep injecting you they can't inject you with as much as they want right from the front. They can't give you as much as they want, because, it's too powerful, right? So they got to split it up. That's why, they'll say, all right, do 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and then all, the accumulation over time, as it's doing its thing to your, whatever, it's going inside and doing these genes, deleting certain genes that you need to fight off cancers, which is why cancer deaths have risen. People who were in remission got the goddamn, and then, shit. These niggas was like, they came back? What the fuck?
Hey, you guys, my battery is draining, and I got the charger on. I'm about to go out and recycle now. I'm going to let it play out, and then I'm going to start the live again with this same video.
Like, that shit is happening like crazy right now. It is not a game. And I don't mean to laugh at them people, but, it's just funny peculiar. Like, it's just the most fucked up thing that's going on. And they're talking about a 4th boost mobile.
And for anybody who thinks they can flag me on this shit, I got permission.
Wow. In the world is pulling this shit back. America, who has made mistakes and shit,